Folks, a Category 5 typhoon with 180 miles per hour winds is hammering American territory in the Pacific right this minute. At the very same moment, over 40 million Americans on the mainland face a historic severe weather outbreak today, April 14th, 2026, two simultaneous American weather disasters unfolding right now, and Tom is covering every single one. Super Typhoon Sinlaku is the most powerful storm anywhere on the entire planet this year, hitting U.S. soil today. Sustained winds of 165 to 180 miles per hour are ripping across the northern Mariana Islands as you watch this right now. Saipan and Tinian, both American territories, are taking a catastrophic direct hit from Sinlaku this very morning. Nearly 50,000 of your fellow Americans are hunkered down directly inside this monster typhoon's path right now. Good Lord! The eye wall carrying the absolute worst winds is expected to pass directly over Saipan and Tinian today. I kid you not, Saipan's hospitals, schools, and emergency shelters have been completely locked down since before sunrise today. Storm surge could push ocean water 9 feet above normal tide levels directly onto Saipan's low-lying coastal communities. Rainfall totals could hit 15 inches on Saipan. Once that kind of flooding begins, there is no escaping it. Wind gusts above 145 miles per hour over Saipan, flat out the kind of force that levels entire city blocks. That storm surge of up to 9 feet will push seawater inland and swamp everything along Saipan's entire coastline. Picture a retired schoolteacher in Saipan watching her roof shake under 145 miles per hour winds. These are real American families. The president approved a full emergency declaration, mobilizing FEMA resources to protect these American islanders before the worst hit. Guam, home to over 170,000 Americans, sits 130 miles south and is already taking tropical storm force gusts today. Over 170,000 Americans on Guam face dangerous flash flooding, storm surge, and enormous waves rolling in from Sinlaku. Please reach out to any family on Guam or Saipan today. They need a familiar voice right about now. Bless every one of those island families. What they are enduring right now is truly heartbreaking to watch. Guam's naval base Marianas is also on full alert today. Over 7,000 military personnel are hunkered down on base. After crossing the Marianas, Sinlaku will weaken and track toward Taiwan and the Philippines later this week. Here's the kicker: while Sinlaku hammers our Pacific islands, a massive storm outbreak is igniting across the mainland. You might be wondering how two disasters this severe can happen on the exact same day in America. The answer is simple: this is an exceptionally rare setup, and Tom is watching every bit of it. I tell you what, meteorologists are flat out losing sleep over today's mainland setup, and for very good reason. The Storm Prediction Center has issued Enhanced Risk Level 3 out of 5 for the upper Midwest today. Enhanced risk means tornadoes, large hail, and 70 miles per hour winds are all on the table at the very same time. The Enhanced Risk Zone covers Minneapolis, Rochester, Madison, Milwaukee, and Green Bay. Millions of good people live right there. Temperatures across the Midwest are running way too hot for mid-April, loading the atmosphere with dangerous explosive storm energy. When heat builds this fast this early in spring, severe storm season shifts into a different gear, plain and simple. The jet stream is pumping enormous energy into the system, supercharging hail size, wind speed, and tornado potential today. For perspective, 1-inch hail is the size of a quarter, and that threat is already on the map today. Atmospheric instability across the upper Midwest is off the charts. Conditions like these do not come together often. Now let's talk hail. Stay with me here because today's hail threat is something you truly need to hear about. A 30% chance of hail topping 1 inch is already on the map for the full enhanced risk zone. In hatched zones, hailstones could top 2 inches across, bigger than a hen egg, crashing down hard. Isolated supercells could throw softball-sized hail 4 inches across, destroying vehicles, siding, and rooftops all afternoon. Hail that size punches right through car hoods, shatters windshields, and dents metal gutters like they are made of paper. Do yourself a solid and get your vehicle under covered parking before these storms fire up this afternoon. If your car is already dented from past hail, you know exactly how fast that kind of damage adds up. Hail damage on an unprotected car during a softball hail storm will easily cost several $1,000s to repair. Now for wind, this deserves your full attention because 50 to 70 miles per hour gusts are absolutely coming today. Wind that's strong snaps large trees, drops power lines across roads, and launches backyard furniture into your neighbor's windows. Straight talk 70 miles per hour winds tear off roof sections and knock down utility poles without any warning at all. Widespread power outages are very likely tonight across Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Iowa. Get flashlights and batteries ready right now. Now here is where things get serious. Strong tornadoes are very much possible across this enhanced risk zone today. Atmospheric spin is already developing ahead of these storms. The tornado window opens in just a few hours now. Strong tornadoes, potentially EF2 strength, are on the table near Minneapolis, Owatonna, and east of Sioux Falls today. An EF2 tornado rips roofs off frame homes and can flip loaded freight trains. This threat is real today. There is also a conditional tornado threat near Chicago, northwest Indiana, and down toward Oklahoma City this afternoon and evening. Mark my words, a setup this dangerous demands your full attention from the moment storms start firing this afternoon. A retired Minnesota farmer who has weathered hundreds of spring storms says this week's setup has him genuinely worried. He is not wrong. The active storm window runs from mid-afternoon all the way through overnight tonight. Minneapolis and the Twin Cities face peak danger from mid-afternoon through early evening. Please have a solid plan ready. Sioux Falls, watch your sky from 3 p.m. through sunset. Strong storm cells will likely be forming right nearby. Please have shoes and a phone near you tonight. Tornado warnings can come with almost no warning at all. Anyone in the enhanced risk zone with a mobile home, please find a sturdy shelter before storms arrive tonight. Mobile homes simply cannot protect you from a tornado. Your life is way too valuable to take that chance. Now, Tom will walk through every city at serious risk this week. Please stay right here with me. Duluth, Minnesota sits on the northern edge of today's enhanced risk zone. Please do not underestimate this setup today. Minneapolis enhanced risk today means softball hail and a genuine strong tornado threat this afternoon and into the evening. Rochester, Minnesota faces the same softball hail and strong damaging winds as Minneapolis, rolling through your area tonight. East of Sioux Falls near Owatonna, this is the spot Tom worries most about for a strong tornado tonight. Good grief, a 50-year storm veteran in Sioux Falls says this week feels unlike anything he has ever seen. La Crosse, Wisconsin is right in the crosshairs for large hail and a potentially strong tornado before sundown this evening. Wowza, Wisconsin is inside the enhanced risk zone and a fast storm could arrive before most folks make it home. A retired Madison teacher texted her grandchildren this morning, be home and inside before 3 p.m. today. No exceptions. Madison, Wisconsin, baseball-sized hail and severe damaging winds will sweep through your metro before sundown today. Please be ready. Milwaukee, here is something you need to hear. Enhanced risk today and enhanced risk again on Tuesday. Green Bay, your slight risk still means large hail and damaging winds are very real possibilities this evening. Rockford, Illinois. Your severe weather window runs from late afternoon through early evening today. Keep that radar app handy. Cedar Rapids, Iowa, large hail is your top threat today and a tornado watch cannot be ruled out. Chicago, large hail, damaging winds, and a possible tornado are heading right into your area today and tonight. Northwest Indiana alongside Chicago gets the same treatment tonight. Hail, 60 miles per hour winds, and a genuine brief tornado threat. Here is something that will stop you. Cold Des Moines gets a breather today, but Tuesday hits hard. St. Louis, you sit on the southern edge of the system today with a marginal risk in wind gusts. Indianapolis, Tuesday is your key day as severe storms push through the afternoon with hail and a tornado risk. Kansas City today is quieter for you, but Wednesday brings rotating supercells with all hazards heading straight your way. Oklahoma City, conditional tornado threat today, a marginal hail risk, and another active severe setup rolling back in Wednesday. Detroit, Tuesday's slight risk brings damaging winds and large hail moving right through your area by Tuesday afternoon. Cleveland, Tuesday's system brings scattered severe storms with hail, damaging winds, and an embedded tornado risk for your area. Abilene and West Texas, hail and damaging winds are active today and carry right through Wednesday afternoon and evening. A retired Chicago nurse has her kit packed, bathtub filled with water, and her whole family on speed dial. Here is what no other forecast told you today. Tuesday puts more Americans at risk than today does. That is not a typo. Tuesday's enhanced risk zone is larger and covers even more of America than today. Tuesday puts 10 million Americans inside an enhanced risk zone. Chicago, Milwaukee, and Des Moines all in the crosshairs. Tuesday brings this storm roaring back with a vengeance, and the upgraded severe weather coverage spans the entire Midwest. Burn this into your memory. Tuesday's system puts 10 million Americans at serious severe weather risk in one afternoon. Hail is Tuesday's top concern. Stones big enough to destroy windshields and punch clean holes right through car hoods. Wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour will race through Chicago and surrounding suburbs Tuesday afternoon into the early evening. Strong tornadoes remain possible Tuesday as this storm tracks through Chicago and pushes into the Great Lakes region by evening. Chicago's lakefront faces winds pushing 60 miles per hour on Tuesday, strong enough to flip small vehicles on exposed roads. Detroit and Cleveland both sit inside Tuesday's slight risk zone with damaging winds and large hail as real concerns. Not going to lie, back-to-back enhanced risk days for Milwaukee and Chicago is something forecasters almost never get to map. The Storm Prediction Center rarely flags a potentially significant outbreak Tuesday gets that label, so please take it seriously. Tuesday's tornado threat also shifts east northern Indiana and southwestern Michigan need to be watching the sky very carefully. Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, severe storms keep pushing east through Indiana, Ohio, and into New York State overnight. New York heads up for severe storms rolling through from Albany down the Hudson Valley late Tuesday night. A Milwaukee second-grade teacher already built her school day around severe weather protocols. She is taking absolutely no chances. Drop Your City Below Tom is personally building a watch list for every community in the path this week. When Tom sees your town below, it goes right onto the watch list for urgent weather updates this week. Now let's turn to Wednesday. This storm does not rest, and the severe threat keeps right on moving. A cold front fires rotating supercell storms across Kansas and Oklahoma by 2 p.m. Wednesday. You better believe it. East Kansas toward Des Moines will see rotating cells building dangerous storms by Wednesday's evening rush hour. Be ready. These Wednesday storms carry a genuine strong tornado risk. If you're in the path, please take it seriously. A retired Kansas City postmaster who spent 35 years reading weather maps says this week is one for the books. He is right. This week is locked and loaded for serious damage across millions of homes in the heartland. A second cluster in central Kansas and Texas Wednesday carries embedded tornado threats and damaging winds all through the evening. By 6 to 7 p.m. Wednesday, rotating cells are tracking from East Kansas toward Des Moines and northern Missouri. Late Wednesday evening, Arkansas, Missouri, and the Ozarks face damaging winds and an isolated tornado threat rolling through overnight. Iowa, Illinois, and Indiana stay weather aware all day Wednesday because this system is fast-moving and hits without much warning. Damaging winds up to 70 miles per hour, and coin-sized hail will travel right with these Wednesday evening supercells all night. A Des Moines postal carrier who works Tuesday morning says she is not going out without a solid weather plan. She already mapped shelter spots along her entire route, and that is the kind of thinking that saves lives. Here's something your local news may not tell you. Wednesday's setup could be even more dangerous than today's. Good Lord, 3 consecutive days of enhanced and slight risk severe weather across the Midwest is something rarely seen. And we are not done this weekend. The Great Plains and Midwest face yet another dangerous severe weather setup. All hazards are back on the table this weekend. Tornadoes, destructive winds, and very large hail all returning. Real deal, this may be the most relentless week of active severe weather the Midwest has seen in years. 5 straight days of dangerous weather means there is no safe day this entire week to let your guard down. Red flag fire warnings are active across the southern plains. Dry brush and strong wind are a dangerous combination. Flood watches stretch from Minnesota through Iowa. Heavy rainfall ahead of these storms will fill creeks and ditches fast. Even the Sierra Nevada is seeing a late April snowstorm today, a truly coast-to-coast weather system in full swing. All right, here's what Tom needs you to do right now before tonight's storms get rolling your way. First, get multiple ways to receive warnings in place before tonight's storms reach your front door this evening. Set your phone weather alerts to maximum right now. One single source for warnings is never enough this week. A weather radio on your nightstand is a genuine lifesaver. It wakes you when tornado warnings drop at night. Pick your safe room today, an interior room on the lowest floor, away from every window in your home. If tornado warnings drop while you're driving, pull over at a sturdy building and get inside immediately, no hesitation. Never shelter under a bridge during a tornado. It is one of the most dangerous spots you can be. Turn around, don't drown. 2 feet of rushing floodwater is all it takes to sweep your car away. Stock water, food, medications, and a flashlight right now. Power outages from these storms can easily last several days. Keep your phone charged all day today once storms roll through. Finding a working outlet can be surprisingly difficult. Have a backup charger ready when the grid goes down. Information is the most valuable thing you have. Keep shoes near your bed on storm nights. Tornado warning at 2 a.m. means you will need them fast. After storms pass, treat every downed power line as live. Do not go near them under any circumstance. Check on your older neighbors after the storm. A simple knock on the door can make a real difference. Your loved ones matter far more than any appointment. Wait for the all clear before getting back on the road. Haven't left your city in the comments yet? Drop it now. Tom covers every location viewers mentioned this week. Your city in the comments goes on Tom's personal radar. Your comment could genuinely be the one that helps someone. Let's swing back to Sinlaku one more time. Those Pacific Islands are still in a genuinely dangerous situation today. Sinlaku's eye wall has just crossed Saipan and Tinian, or is overhead right now. Conditions on the ground are catastrophic. A longtime Des Moines storm tracker who follows Pacific typhoons says Sinlaku is unlike anything she has ever tracked before. She is right. 145 miles per hour winds, 15 inches of rain, and a 9-foot storm surge is a brutal combination. Good grief, over 170,000 Americans on Guam are feeling tropical storm force gusts and flooding from Sinlaku's outer rain bands. FEMA and the Coast Guard are pre-positioned and ready to respond the moment Sinlaku's violent winds finally ease up. Recovery for Saipan and Tinian will take weeks' power, and clean water could be cut off for weeks. The U.S. military base on Guam is on high alert. All non-essential personnel ordered safely indoors today. Sinlaku will gradually lose strength over the Philippine Sea this week, giving Taiwan and the Philippines time to prepare. This is why Tom covers Pacific weather too. 50,000 Americans on the Marianas deserve every bit of this attention. Keep those island families in your thoughts today. What they are enduring right now is truly heartbreaking to see. Now let's pull the whole picture together one final time, every key date and threat, all in one place. Monday, April 14th, enhanced risk for southern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa with softball hail and strong tornadoes expected. Tonight into Tuesday morning, severe storms push east toward Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, and New York State overnight. Tuesday daytime, 10 million Americans face enhanced risk as Milwaukee, Chicago, and Des Moines take the full brunt again. Wednesday afternoon, supercells fire across Kansas and Oklahoma by 2 p.m. with all hazards rolling northeast through the evening. Wednesday overnight, rotating storms push into the Ozarks and Arkansas with embedded tornado threats continuing through the night. This weekend, a brand new severe weather system is already being tracked for the Great Plains and Midwest again. You better believe it, this April is not playing around, and everyone from the Rockies to Ohio needs a plan. Tom's bottom line for this week: stay weather aware every single day and do not let your guard down once. Your family and your home are worth 2 minutes of preparation right now. No two ways about it. Those opening numbers really meant it. 180 miles per hour over U.S. islands and 40 million mainland Americans at risk today. Those are not statistics from a distant country. Those are your neighbors, grandparents, teachers, and farmers facing this today. As of right now, on April 14th, 2026, both of these dangerous situations are still fully active and developing. This April pattern is nowhere near finished with us. Tom will be right here for every single update. If this prepared you today, do yourself a solid and share it with someone in a storm-affected area right now. The more people who see this coverage, the safer every community across the American heartland and the Pacific will be. Tom will be right here for every radar update, every Storm Prediction Center bulletin, and every warning issued this week. Every one of those dates is on Tom's tracking board, and Tom will be here for every single one. Stay safe out there, keep loved ones close, and Tom will see you right here for the next critical update.